Okay, so we're going to start by taking the middle plate and fitting the camera plates to it. This is because once you put the middle plate and the top plate together, you're not going to be able to get these camera plates into it. So with your press nuts facing down, take your camera plate like so, and fit it onto that tab there. Then take your other camera plate and do the same on the other side. So you should have a piece like that. Then we're going to take a 20mm standoff, two of these 8mm button bolts, and we're just going to loosely fit this center standoff to hold those in place while we fit the rest of the parts. With the camera plates fitted, so you're going to take your top plate and a spine, and with the longer edge on the outside of the frame, you're just going to pop a bolt through there to get it started. Then take your middle plate and start that bolt off. Then take your second one and just put it through enough until you feel it dropping through the hole. And start that one off as well. Then we're just going to do the same thing on the other side. So again, the longer edge on the outside. So just going to line that up with the camera plates, and if you're finding this too difficult, it might be because you've done this up too tight. So just loosen that off so that you can maneuver the camera plates, and it should slot through nicely like so. Then go ahead and just hand tighten these all the way through. Don't do them up too tight, actually, because you want to be able to get the arms underneath easily. So just back them off slightly, so don't tighten them up so they can move a little bit. Then take two arms and they're going to go together like so. I'm going to use the longer 20mm bolt on the inside and the shorter 14mm bolt on the outside. Then take a wedge, and you can see there's a pointy side and a flat side. The pointy side has got to go down into the frame. Like so. Then take another 14mm bolt and screw the wedge into place. Then we're just going to repeat the same thing on the other side. So again, pointy side going in, so it sits like that. Now if you find this difficult to put in, you might want to take a driver and just hold it like so. So it's pushing it down. It's going to be quite tight. So now with all the bolts fitted, you can go around and tighten all those up. Now with the main frame put together, just going to go around and put 20mm standoffs around the stack. Going to use this little riser, that just so that it brings all the standoffs up to the same height. And you're going to use the two longer standoffs and the two longer button bolts. So now we've got the longer standoffs at the back and the four 20mm standoffs around the stack. Now we can take the remaining two 20mm standoffs and 4 of these 8mm button bolts. Finish off the camera mount. With the camera mount in place there, we can now finish it off by fitting this bottom plate and these two stabilizers. We're using the 4 countersunk bolts going to the stabilizers. And finally, which should be the last 2 remaining bolts going into the back there. Now the last part to fit to the frame is, these are what I call alpha mounting points. So it's a resin printed part with a press nut fitted inside it, and that's to raise the naked Blackmagic or naked Z-Cam above the bolts on the top there, so it doesn't bounce up and down and these bolts are not hitting the bottom of the naked camera. Now I highly recommend using a bit of Loctite on these, but for the purposes of this video I won't be. And they obviously just screw onto the naked camera mounting points. Now the reason why I say to use thread lock is because when you're taking the camera on and off and doing up lock nuts on top, you don't want this to come loose, because it's really annoying to have to go in and tighten that up. You have to take all the camera off, and yeah, if you put a bit of Loctite on there, then you're not going to have any issues at all like that. So just go ahead and fit the other ones. And now with the 4 alpha gel mounting points in place, that's just ready to go. And yeah, finished. Obviously needs components added to it, but yeah, that's the frame. Hope you have fun building it, and I look forward to seeing all your footage soon. Take it easy. Laters.